All right, students. Okay, we're back on your notes on page 39 of your notes packet. Here we're going to talk about some early signs and symptoms of pregnancy. So these are some things that a female might experience if she's pregnant. So first one is tender breasts. So a lot of females' breasts will get sore or tender if she's pregnant. Nausea. Nausea means that she feels like she's going to throw up. That's not super fun, but that is another early sign or symptom of pregnancy. Then we also have vomiting, throwing up, right? Menstrual period stops, so she's not having her period. Then we have frequent urination, so having to pee a lot. We kind of talked about that with reproduction, right? Then we have fatigue. Fatigue is being super tired, not being able to do a whole lot. Headaches, and then insomnia. So let me see if I can move this out of the way. Okay, so insomnia. Insomnia is not being able to sleep. Okay, so now a couple things. This sorry, I just got distracted. So a couple things. This is like these are not necessarily like signs, right? So this is not like, oh my gosh, Miss Anderson, I think I might be pregnant because I have a headache and I'm like really tired. Okay. Not always the case, right? So multiple of these things need to happen in order for a female to actually be pregnant. For most females, menstrual period stopping is the main thing that clues them into being pregnant. Because the reason being, because most of these other things can happen for other reasons, but also a lot of these are also signs that a female is going to have her period. So sometimes right before a female has her period, she has tender breasts or nausea, or most females don't necessarily throw up, but it could happen. So, having to pee a lot, fatigue, headaches, insomnia, those are also symptoms that her period might be coming. So for some females, those things are already similar to when they're going to have their period. So for a lot of females, their menstrual period stopping is the main thing that clues them in that they might be pregnant. Okay. So, all right. So some common discomforts of pregnancy. We have mood swings. So sometimes females that are pregnant, whoa, look at me go and not. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna pause and figure out what's going on. Okay, I figured it out. We're back. Sorry, I just had stars still, and I didn't know why my stars were still there, but it's because I forgot to erase them. So, this is in that other section of your notes right here. So some common discomforts, mood swings. So some females will be really happy one minute, then they're really sad and crying, or they're upset, or things like that. Fatigue, right? It's not always fun to be fatigued. Actually, it's hardly ever fun to be fatigued, but it happens. Trouble breathing. A lot of times this actually happens because the uterus is pushing up on the diaphragm and the lungs, right? So, swollen ankles, hands, and feet. And hands, right? That's not super fun. Having heartburn, trouble sleeping, and then food aversions. You guys have probably heard of food cravings from pregnant people. Right? If you have a food craving, it means you really, really want it. A food aversion is the opposite of a food craving. So, a food aversion means that you want nothing to do with that food. So, for example, one of my good friends, when she was pregnant, she could not stand the smell of pizza. Okay. She loved pizza before she got pregnant. Like, sometimes we would hang out and that's what we would go do, is like we would go to a pizza place because she loved it. When she got pregnant, she could not stand the smell of pizza at all. So it even got to the point where she could not walk into Costco because they have their food court that sells pizza. She couldn't walk in there because it made her so sick. Okay. So food aversions can be they don't like the taste, or a lot of times it's the smell of food. A lot of times those things go away after the baby is born. Sometimes every once in a while they'll still stay there. Okay? But usually they'll go away. All right. So, now we are going to talk about some potential pregnancy complications. So these are some things that could go wrong during pregnancy. Yes, you need to know what these things are. So we're going to walk through them one by one. First one is going to be RH factor. So RH factor, whoa, let me go back. Sorry, I'm trying to move myself so I'm not in the way. So RH factor is if, so your blood. If you ever know your blood, it has a blood type. Your blood type is either positive or negative. Okay? Ugh, I keep clicking and I don't mean to. So, the problem happens if mom is RH negative and baby is RH positive, it can be a problem. Because if mom's blood and the baby's blood mix, her body will start to make antibodies that can damage the baby's red blood cells. So, an antibody if we say that somebody is anti something, so if I say I'm anti school, right, that means I'm against school. So an antibody is against the baby's red blood cells, which is a problem. Okay. So mom's body is making antibodies that are going to attack the baby. We don't want that. Okay. So also, this underlined part is the part that you're going to write in your notes on 39. Okay. So this can cause the baby to develop anemia and other problems. The good news is mom can get a shot to prevent her body from making antibodies against the baby. So that's good, right? My mom had to do that with all 5, like me and my 4 siblings, right? Because she had a different blood type than my dad. So this is pretty normal, but there is a treatment for it. I'm going to end this video right here, and then you are going to go watch another YouTube video that explains a little bit more about RH factor and how it works. So I'll see you after you watch that video.